Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I am in downtown Los Angeles. I'm at the NAREP event. It's called Latinatude. I do not miss it. I come every year, and I was able to get Claudia on the show. She's going to be on a panel that has a panel of authors, and we're going to have all three authors on the show. So first thing first, Claudia, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So I got to ask, have you been to Latinatude before? Is this your first time? Like, what's the connection to the authors, to all of this?
Yeah. So this is actually my first time. I'm very good friends.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so true. I'm very good friends with the president. Of,
so Gabby?
Gabby Gonzalez. I'm also part of the book club that she runs along with other beautiful ladies. So yeah, and I'm here and I'm celebrating every second of it. It's beautiful out there.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And so I'm curious about this concept because Gabby, she's such a community builder. Like, what does that word mean to you? Whether it's book club, whether it's this, like, what does that mean
Empowering.
to you?
Empowering individuals. Networking is very strong with organizations like this. So yeah, very empowering for me as a beginner author. I have less than 3 years with my books. So yeah, it's been a great experience promoting, getting my name across all these ladies. Yeah. So yeah.
How'd you originally come up with the idea or get the motivation to become an author? Where'd that start?
Yeah, so this starts over 20 years of experience working with families. I am an early childhood educator. So I've been serving immigrants, new immigrants to the country under the Head Start program, the state preschool program. And based on all those years of experience, now I'm putting them in my books.
Now, looking at, there's a lot of different ways to create, a lot of different mediums, a lot of things you can do. Why books? Like, what's special to you about creating books? Did you always want to be an author, always want to write? Or
actually, you know what? I had that seed planted for many, many years, but I was raising the girls. The time was not right.
Yeah.
But that's a very good question. Why was that motivation and that decision? And I think it's because since I am a specialist in early young children and seeing them, how they are becoming addicting to little devices that I feel that those books are just moving away from the learning, that I figure, okay, let me just bring out the first book. And why not titling it Mama Works Very Hard and focus on that mom so we can applaud that mom and the children can also connect with the story as well as the mom.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason.
Speaking about the books, go a little bit deeper. Like tell us the books, the titles, like get into that piece of it.
So my first book, Mama Works Very Hard, talks about the hardship of a mom, all the responsibilities at home and all the responsibilities outside the house. But it's going to be a series I meant. It's going to be a series because I want to focus on different moms. And this particular mom, she decides to go back to school. So my story just won an award for Best Family Story.
Amazing. Congrats.
Yes, thank you. It won an award. And the connection that it's doing with those mommies when they see themselves in it. My book is multicultural. And I also have bilingual and trilingual editions of my books. My second one is Papa Knows Best, because if I have the mom, I had to have the papa. So Papa Sábelo Todo, that's a completely bilingual book. And that is written by my husband and myself. So we're both authors of that story.
What was that like? Hold on. You got to pause on that before we go to the next one. Like, what's that like, co-authoring with your husband?
It was very special because we brought our fathers were very present when we were writing that story. You know, our fathers did not speak. They weren't very verbal with us, but they show us.
It's another generation. It was another way of being.
It was a very different generation.
It was different.
Very different.
Men weren't supposed to, like in Latino cultures, express emotions or things like that. It's different.
Talking to you.
Yeah, so and they had rough lives too, depending on where they're from. So there was reasons why they couldn't do those things. And I just bring this up for maybe some of the viewers that don't know why that is. So some of the stereotypes are true, but it was survival, depending on, people's background. I don't know your father, of course, but some depending on the background.
So just picture, my father grew up in a third world country. So the education was very limited. And all that information. And that you wouldn't hear any type of resources.
Emotional intelligence? What?
What is that?
What's that? You get hit on the back of the head for saying that. EQ? What?
Yeah. So I think that's the reason why we came into this idea of bringing, of just showing the book tells you all the wonderful things that he knows because he knows how to do everything.
Yeah.
And we're learning just by looking at him. So that's how that story came up.
The next one you mentioned, I cut you off on that one.
Yes.
I just had to, because I was like, wait a minute, co-author with husband. I didn't hear that often. So go ahead. What was the next one?
My third one is Around the Globe with Mandy. La Vuelta al Mundo con Mandy. And that one is just exploring the continents. But behind it, I wanted to empower that Africa Latina. My character is an Afro-Latina, and she's traveling all around the world. And this is just a message for the parents to bring those children out of their environment, the environment they're in. It doesn't mean take them to Europe. No, take them to another city so they can see the difference and they can learn from other cultures. And that is why my books are trilingual, because the more you expose our children to more languages, the better it is for the development of their brain. So
man,
that's
I'm jealous. My parents didn't teach me. I don't speak Spanish. And the reason, it was the one. And when I was growing up, like you weren't supposed to.
Yes.
Like when I was growing up, you weren't supposed to. Or where I grew up, like you get in trouble in school where I was from. So like,
so true.
Like that was the thing. Now this next generation, these kids these days, and they're multilingual and they're allowed to speak other languages. I'll tell you.
And you're like, hey, that's not fair.
And then my mom, she used to tell me, well, you can still learn. I'm like, all right.
Ow. Just tell me
I said,
how.
no, there's something with neuroplasticity in my brain and it's not supposed to do that anymore, Mom. No. She's like, no, you lying. You're lying.
Yeah. And you know what? Kudos to those programs that are trilingual and teaching these children two more languages.
Amazing. Well, last thing, first off, thank you for coming on the show. Last thing I want you to do is look into the camera. How can people follow your work? How do they follow you on social media? How do they buy some books?
Thank you for that. Yes, please follow me on Instagram or social media. In Instagram and TikTok under Claudia M. Autora, which is the word in Spanish, author, or in Facebook, Claudia Maldonado Autora. Everything is linked in my account, so you're gonna find my website and everything that I've been documenting with my books.
Amazing. For everybody at home watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes, so you can just click on the links and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, thanks again for coming on there. And Claudia, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.